Chris Bond.
Oh, you're kidding me. September.
Kyle Lafferty.
Are you joking me?
No, is that right? I know, it's not right.
Anybody else?
Leash, was it?
Like, that is one of the most stupid questions.
Darius Vassell?
Seriously, you all need to just stay quiet. This is getting really annoying doing this quiz.
What is going on here?
All right. Welcome along to the shoutiest segment on a multitude of platforms. It's the scintillating, stupefying, splendido, crappy quiz. 2 weeks in a row. You asked and we listened. We are here and we're not going anywhere. Now, the most important part of any crappy quiz, it says riff there, but like,
Be natural.
what does that mean?
Humorous observation.
Yes. Applause. And now, the most important part of the crappy quiz, the crappy quizzers. Allow me to introduce today's contestants. First up, it's last week's champion, back to defend his title. His come down was swift and brutal this week as he realised that not every day will be crappy quiz glory and playing pool with Ronnie O'Sullivan. Calls went out for more snooker legends to grace off the ball towers to take him on. Alas, Angles McManus and 00147 Bond gave him the blue tick blank. Retaining the quiz is going to have to be enough in that case. Give it up for Shane, the Monaghan Machete Hannon.
How are things? Yeah, we should get more snooker players in.
Ah.
Peter Ebdon, Graham Dott, all the greats.
Yeah.
No offence to them, lads.
Stephen C. Davis is like now not boring, having gone through that whole
He's a DJ now.
transmogrification. I know DJs tend to like let their music do the talking.
True.
Not that many of them have provided great interviews down through the years. Shane, this is a big week for you, though. It is actually a big week. Your cup final is this weekend. I know this because it appeared on my Instagram, where like they're selling it like it is essentially the championship final playoff.
Which it is, yeah. It's huge. It's the biggest game in
They've
the
used
league.
your picture.
Yeah. Well, if
To sell it.
if you want to sell the game.
I mean, it is your side profile. They obviously didn't feel
Yeah.
like you were going to add any bums on seats, but
Maybe not from the front. Yeah, Saturday, 2 p.m, Gordy Keegan, main pitch.
Gorda Keegan.
Gordy Keegan, yeah. Monaghan Town versus Glasgow Villa. So I used to play for Glasgow Villa as a 16-year-old.
Oh, you do. Whoa.
This is it's
Wow,
a bit
big
of
money
a
transfer.
controversial one, but looking forward to it. Hopefully hit the onion bag a couple of times.
Set of tracksuits.
Set of tracksuits. Yeah, it actually is. It's funny, the
This is
team
tomorrow. Are you going out in the piss tonight?
No, not at all. It'd be fluids. It's going to be a warm day apparently, so H2O for today and tomorrow, and then go on the piss tomorrow night. Well, that's the plan on paper.
Arthur doesn't believe it. That's a sceptical laugh.
It's a warm day, fluids.
Well, it can work to take the nerves off if you have a few drinks the night before. I once did that and went last season. Went to the nightclub and the casino the night before a match. Got to the warm up and was so hungover that I was like, I don't even care anymore. Scored a hat trick
Early 90s.
because the nerves were gone. Humble brag there, but like I don't care.
Okay, let's move on because that's bad advice, kids.
Yeah, don't do that. By the way, that's not
bad
sports
advice.
science.
He thinks he's George Best. Next up is the man who stepped in for the usual quizmaster last week. We were treated to Bob Dylan, to at least 5 Sligo questions, and best of all, to beautiful prose and snippy, not at all drawn out introductions. He's on the other side of the fence today, though, and the returning quizmaster will have his revenge for being so cruelly upstaged. Please welcome the good doctor, Arthur Dillino Dowso Dillino Dowso D.
Oh wow!
I'm not sure what that means.
Come up with this.
I'm one of the few people in the world who knows that reference.
No.
Mick is when we were kids, there was a show which was like, you'd be like at home, finally the day is done, you're sitting in front of the telly, and then the credits for Dylan O'Dowd would come on, and rage would course through the veins of every child in Ireland going, why are they showing this shit? Show us some good stuff. Well, certainly only the ones who couldn't flick over to BBC. So
What was this show?
I mean, it was a culturally, Republican telling of folklore Oscailga with, like, an owl one playing the harp.
Oh.
Literally nobody remembers Dillian O'Dowd.
Jesus, not.
But it does finish with Dillian O'Dowd, so D.
What was the song they give, or the TV show they give people the Sunday Night Fear in Ireland?
Glenroe.
Yeah.
Of course. Apologies for anyone triggered.
Glenroe, they had sex once and it was like, whoa, oh my God.
Jesus.
What? Finally, we've had many complaints about his outburst of meek sportsmanship after Shane's victory last week. He was ripped apart by the pundits on the crappy game for being at odds with the spirit of the game, and Crappy Quiz Nation was rightly up in arms. Here then, despite such heinous acts, it's the most popular dinner dance host, medal giver outer, and now MC for post-show interviews on stage in the Midlands and beyond. It's Larry Birr, not one of Miriam's kids, O'Callaghan.
Just to clarify that. Do we have the cereal boxes here, by the way?
Not Nepo baby. Have you seen the cereal boxes?
No, because I got a tweet from the person who sent them in last week.
Do you have the name of the person who sent you the tweet?
If I had my phone on me, I
You're
would.
not allowed your phone. Not
Well,
that
if
fun.
I did, I could tell you then.
Well, it's okay. So
I believe Great Effort went in because I believe he wrote the questions initially, and I said we only accept them on cardboard boxes, and then he put it in the back of a cereal box, and then Arthur didn't look at them.
well, Mick looked at them, but has forgotten the names of everybody who sent them in.
Mick.
It's not good enough, lads.
All they want is just a little bone thrown.
We're encouraging people to send stuff in, and then we just don't use it.
Mick is hoarding his bones. He's like, no, these are my bones.
These are all mine.
Clip that.
Right.
I'll give that person credit on Twitter when we get out.
Okay, now that torturous bullshit is over, let's get down to business. The format is the classic crappy quiz with a series of questions.
Sweary today.
That's the first time.
That was just the first, I think.
First of many.
Yeah. But that's okay. I mean, we're not going to get popped for SH1Ts.
No.
It's number 2s are okay. Anyway, there are voices in my head. The format is the classic crappy quiz with a series of questions and a range of themes. Then it's on to the slip and slide of trivia in the now egalitarian, never unfair rapid fire round. It has been a bit unfair in recent weeks where some of the questions have been very long, very verbose. I've got through 5 questions and I've got through 8 questions for other people, despite my best efforts. And, as you can see, the difference between this week and last week is I've actually read it, whereas last week I was like, oh, what does this word mean? Anyway, you can podcast the Crappy Quiz in the Off the Ball app, and if you're listening on radio, then you can watch this farce unfold in glorious Technicolor by subscribing to our channel on YouTube. Please send any questions you have via postcard or the back of a cereal box to Crappy Quiz Quizmaster, Off the Ball Towers, Marconi House, Diggs Lane, Dublin 2. This week, we have finally included a number of questions sent in to us in recent weeks. It seems a postcard just isn't crappy enough. So today's are on the back of a Honey Nut Flakes little brand box.
Good shout.
The back of a box of a Tesco Rice Snaps and a stamped addressed Cheerios box. Full brand. We did also get a postcard from Dobros and Galway with many helpful rapid fire questions.
Other cereals are available.
Dobros make really good pizzas.
Yeah.
And the thing about their stay-at-home kits is that you don't stick them in the oven. This blew my mind, right? So you make the pizza, you put it in a pan, turn the pan up full, you wait a few minutes, and then you stick it under the grill. And I was like, I didn't know you could do that.
It's mad.
It makes perfect sense. Anyway,
Are they the sponsors who saved the crappy quiz?
they're not, but if they want to, I will. I'll eat a full one during a crappy quiz and smear it on my face, and then lick it like a giant dog.
Oh.
Okay. Let's get to it.
There's an image.
It's a mental image.
Round 1, the not boring questions round, never multiple choice. Today's questions are all courtesy of our close personal friends at Chat GPT. We asked it to write a personalised crappy quiz question for each of you. Question 1 for Shane. Hey Shane, welcome to Off the Ball's crappy quiz.
This is creepy.
Are you ready for your first question? All right then, here it is. In the world of football, which player holds the record for the most goals scored in a single calendar year?
In world football, world soccer. Most goals in a single calendar year.
One of the things that annoys me most is when people misquote you. They misquote you.
Did I misquote you there?
Yeah, we're
I
here
mean-
to talk about hurling, Shane.
I mean, like, just did you hear it? Did you hear the question?
Well, you were speaking like this, so I didn't quite pick it up.
Well, you should have just listened, shouldn't
Yeah,
you?
go on. Say it again.
Do you understand the premise of the question?
I understand the premise.
I ask you a question, you listen to it, and then you answer it.
Yeah. Yeah, did I not repeat it correctly?
No, you said in world football. I said in the world of football.
Yeah. That's tenuous. So same thing, right?
We're on it today, boys.
I mean, there's obvious answers here and there's less obvious answers. It's probably someone far less obvious. Lionel Messi.
Hey!
Jesus.
The correct answer is Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi holds the record for the most goals scored in a single calendar year. 2012, Messi scored an incredible
92?
91.
Oh.
Now you were just thinking of the club in Leopardstown for both Barcelona and the Argentine national team. Question 1 for you, Arthur.
Yep.
All right, Arthur, time to put your knowledge to the test on Off the Ball's crappy quiz. Here's your question. In the 2007 Rugby World Cup. I mean, if these are personally written, they couldn't have trolled them more.
Yeah.
Troll my chap. Who scored the winning try for South Africa in the final against England? Take a shot and let us know the name of the player who secured the victory for the Springboks.
Brian Habana.
Hey, straight off the bat.
I don't know. There's very little I know about that World Cup.
GPT knows you.
Cross the try line in the 36th minute.
It does know me.
Right. Did they not hammer them that game? They obviously beat them 33-0 earlier on in the tournament. My recollection of the final is that it was basically over. Am I mistaken? All the other England defeats in finals. Question 1 for you, Will. Hey, well, welcome to Off the Ball's Crappy Quiz. Are you ready for your first question? All right, then, here it is. Which golfer holds the record for the most Masters tournament victories? Can you name the golfer who has donned the coveted green jacket the most times in their career? Glitch. But we're all going to be replaced by this next week, you know that.
It seems so, yeah. So it's 1 or 2 here.
Tony Mick is. This is actually quite good.
Saves a lot of time.
Happy about that. A bit too close to the bone there, Jar.
It'll probably be the other one.
Which he's protecting, obviously.
Yeah, I'll say Tiger, but I've got a bad feeling it's Nicholas. Tiger.
Yeah, you were correct with your wrong answer. It was not Tiger, it was Jack Nicklaus.
Damn you, Chat GPT.
As of my knowledge cut off in September 2021, the golfer who holds the record for the most Masters tournament victories is Jack Nicklaus, who won the Masters a remarkable 6 times in his career. Please note that records may have changed since then, so it's always good to verify with the latest updates. Shane won, Arthur won, Will nil. It was 15-6 in the final that South Africa beat England. So never really close. Round 2 is the Wikipedia round. The game is simple. I list from Wikipedia in order from first to last the clubs that a footballer played for. All you got to do is guess the footballer in question. The first person to do so wins the point.
What's my nickname now this time? Because you
PSG.
you went off one. I'm not going for it. I'm not doing that.
You have to sing it like that as well.
That's it.
Please tell me in the YouTube comments if you understand what he's doing.
I won't be doing that.
We'll take OPHD.
Thanks.
The game is simple. Right, I've already said it. One major rule: to avoid the complete carnage of a guessing free-for-all, each contestant must state their own name before guessing a player. This is the crappy quiz. So we have the Machete, for the sake of simplicity, OPHD, and I mean, I'd like not the Nepo baby, but Larry Birr we're going to have to stick with. You happy, Will?
I'm happier with Larry Birr, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Failure to do so will eliminate the contestant for that. It's just that everybody assumes that if you've got a famous surname that you must be related. So we're just, failure to do so will eliminate the contestant in that particular round of the quiz. You get one guess per club named. Are we ready? Okay. Hey, thanks to Sean O'Gorman in Wexford, it says, for a long time, first time, for providing the names for this round. How did he do it? Do we know? Did you just go and find that? It was one of the boxes. Oh, yeah, good man, Sean. Okay, so I take back Mick not protecting the bones. He's lashing them out. Whoever shouts the name first. This player started their senior professional career with Hamburg SV. He then moved to Mainz 05. He then moved to...
OPHD.
Yeah.
I'll chance one. I'll chance Jurgen Klopp.
No.
Mono Machete.
Yeah.
Timo Werner.
No. He then moved to Schalke 04.
Mono Machete.
Veer. Oh, Zero Veer. Oh, Veer.
Andre Schürrle.
No. His next move was to Stoke City.
Oh, no.
Oh, Larry Birr?
Yeah.
Robert Huth?
No.
No.
Good answer, though.
His next move was to Paris Saint-Germain.
OPHD.
Oh, PhD.
No, I don't remember.
I know he plays for now.
Mono Machete.
There. Yeah.
Choupo-Moting.
Hey!
Damn it.
He now plays for Bayern München. Had you already guessed Paris Saint-Germain?
No, but I couldn't think of his second name.
Ah, yeah, okay, there you go. I'm not sure if we would have taken Eric there, but...
No, you wouldn't have, no.
Eric
No, I know
Hansen.
Chapo, I was thinking of Moting.
Okay, next question for whoever shouts their name first. This player started their senior career with Groningen. Have we got...
OPHD.
Yeah.
Van Dijk.
No.
Larry
Machete.
Birr. Which one got first there?
Larry...
Ian Robin.
Hey! Did you know it?
I wouldn't have said Arjen Robben, to be fair.
Have we got Groningen? Have anybody... You've got a bit of a Dutch fascination.
I do.
Yeah.
Groningen.
I don't know.
I thought he was the Italian part.
He then moved to PSV Eindhoven before moving to Chelsea, before moving to Real Madrid, before moving to Bayern Munich, and then finishing his career back at Groningen.
Any other crack?
No, he ran a marathon the other week.
Question 3 for whoever shouts their name first. The last player started their professional career. Did I take a long time there?
Yeah.
Was I distracted?
Spacer.
There's a bit of a gap.
More of a spacer than me.
Well, we can fix that in post, right? Question 3 for whoever shouts their name first. The last player started their professional career with Rouen. He then moved to Mouscron.
Mono Machete.
Yeah.
Zidane.
No.
OPHD.
Yeah.
Robert Perez.
No. He then moved to 1899 Hoffenheim. He then moved to West Ham United. He then moved to Newcastle United.
Larry Birr?
Yeah.
It's not Obertan?
No.
No, United.
He then moved to Chelsea.
Oh, Larry Birr.
PhD. Oh, no, I think I'm wrong.
Cisse.
No.
That's what I would have said. That's all right.
No. He then moved to Besiktas.
Machete.
Yeah.
Papa Bouba Diop.
No. He then moved to Shanghai Shenhua.
I feel like the obvious ones have been and gone.
There's one very obvious which you're all going to smack your foreheads and go, oh my God. He then moved to Göztepe. He then returned to Shanghai Shenhua before moving to Istanbul Başakşehir and finishing his career at Lugano. The correct answer. Well, no.
You flew through them pretty quick, but...
No. Papi Cisse was around about the same time.
On Machete.
Yeah.
Hadn't been Arfa.
Played
Oh,
PhD.
PhD.
Yeah.
Your
that's
man,
him.
he scored the goal against.
He did.
I don't want to say
He
too
did.
much without
Yeah.
giving it away.
He
But I
did,
don't.
yeah. Oh, is it? What's the name?
It's like a short 2-letter first name.
Yeah, no. The other way around.
Demba Ba.
Hey!
Clap your hand on that point.
I think we're going to give that for creativity alone.
Jesus.
That's why they
Other
gave
way
him,
around.
That's why they gave him the PhD. He got in there and he was like, it's Dylan. He was a bit like he was that thing. He was.
Then you heavily
So
hinted.
you can say your name, delay, and then get help from the host,
That was
and
the
then
end.
give the answer.
That was the end.
It was the end.
Even still.
Did Demba Ba play for West Ham?
When we get to the end, yeah.
What's the name?
I don't remember that at
That's
all.
when he arrived at West Ham.
is a true.
How do you feel about that
Moved
point?
to Newcastle.
Oh, it shouldn't be a point.
That feels very filthy to me.
Get a
That
grip.
feels dirty.
That one should just be.
That feels dirty.
That's
now.
it. It feels a bit Man City, doesn't
If
it?
that's how you want to win, I mean,
That's the best.
fair enough.
I mean, did we not learn this week that it's all about winning? Screw the development.
Yeah.
Just mark it 0.
Down for 0 there.
Shane 2, Arthur 2, Will 1 is what the quizmaster says on the score. This round is called the Pass the Parcel of Doom round. In this round, all you got to do is give me a name that's on the list of names that I have, and the Parcel of Doom passes on to the next contestant, and then also gives me a name. We keep moving, and you all know the rules by now. If you don't get it, the parcel explodes, and you're eliminated and shamed. Like a young Catholic in the 80s in Ireland.
I hope.
When 2 players are eliminated, the remaining player gets a point. Shane, then Arthur, then Will. First one. This one comes from the anonymous Rice Snaps box. Snap, crackle and plop. Lifters of the Premier League trophy. For clarity, we've included both names in double lifts. It's whoever has first lifted the trophy in any given presentation since and including 1993. The quizmaster would have appreciated the answers. Rice Snaps person took a long time to find the answers. Then we could have just ignored that. This would have been a good round if you'd given us the answers, but you didn't, so we're not doing it. Anyway, fair play to you, Mick.
Is this the round or not?
Yeah, Shane.
Is this the captains?
The trophy lifters.
Sorry, what was
They're
your thing
lifted
again about if 2 people do it?
Players are
2
lifted?
people
both
do
count.
it. They both count if it's a joint lift.
Okay.
And if it's the first person in every other instance. So do we all understand
Yeah.
that at the end of the season in a league there's a trophy and the person who lifts the trophy is the name that we're looking for?
I can think of at least 2 double lifts.
You've obviously looked up the photos, right? Roy Keane.
Shane, then Arthur, then Will. We have Roy Keane. 99, 2000, 2001, 2003.
Jordan Henderson.
Jordan Henderson, 2020.
I will go for Vincent Kompany.
That's 12, 14, 18, 19. Vincent Kompany.
Steve Bruce.
Steve Bruce, 93, 94, 96. Was he sharing it? No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know he was, but that's what, so is the other person out of that now, or can they be said
I
as
think
well?
they can be said as well.
So I can say Brian Robson.
Brian Robson.
Yeah.
Me and my big mouth. 93, 94.
2 assists there for Jar.
I had it written down now. If you want to play that game, I'll show you the evidence.
Wes Morgan.
Where's your evidence for that? 2016.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Patrick Vieira.
Vieira, only the once. 2004.
Tony Adams.
98, 2002. Tony Adams, correct.
So it's the person who lifted, doesn't it? No, just like it's worth checking for the answer.
As opposed to like the dog, yes.
Well, no, there's a couple of managers who joint lifted.
Not the sponsors.
We're not taking, well, I don't think we're taking managers who
Players,
Players.
Well,
I don't
harsh.
have
There's,
any.
there's 2 that
What?
happened with. There's 2 it happened with.
Whoever it is, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Breaking news, we're taking whoever it is. Whoever it is.
Okay, well, I'll go with Gary Neville.
Gary Neville is correct. And not just once, but twice.
Interesting.
07 and 09. What was the story behind that?
He was captain.
Was he?
He was club
Club
captain.
captain at the
But was he
time,
playing a lot in both those seasons?
7, he still would have been playing a bit,
would have been,
but
yeah.
not
Yeah.
9, no.
I'm going to go with John Terry.
John Terry. John Terry. The only man to do it 5 times. Wow. John Terry, 05, 06, 2010, 2015, and 2017.
Yes.
I'm going to go, I think, Cantona.
Eric Cantona, 1997.
Yeah.
Is that when he scores all the goals having come back from the suspension to win the league?
It's the
Last year at United.
This is last year at United, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So they're just like, here, you're leaving. Off you go.
Yeah, there you go. There's the trophy. Ken Doherty was in Old Trafford that day, he told us. Ryan Giggs.
Indeed, yeah. 07, 08.
Did my go? Was it not your,
It's Arthur
your
next.
goal before?
Shane,
Yeah, he's not
Arthur,
been
and
out.
Will.
It's Shane Arthur Will, yeah.
Why did we
I think
skip it
Shane
up?
jumped ahead.
No, I didn't.
He did. He didn't go after me.
Yeah, I think you jumped in.
Oh, did I? Apologies.
Doesn't matter. So if I go here, then Arthur, and then go back round,
Yeah.
or is he eliminated for going
Did I
the
jump
place?
in, yeah?
Well, I mean,
It's up to Mick here.
No, I wouldn't
it's,
wait.
no, you go ahead there, Will. But go on. I'm not
It's not
going.
my fault. He literally jumped in.
I'm not going to give you any advice here. But if
Wouldn't
you
mind
were to like take your go, you're after Arthur.
Yeah.
So you go now.
So I could just say Ryan Giggs and be correct then. Ryan Giggs.
I'm going to have to take that. Shane, you boobed.
Farcical. That's all I'll say. I'm going to keep a very low tone here and just say that was absolutely
Whose fault was it? Shane?
farcical.
Whose fault was it? That's true. That's true. You millennials. Although you're actually too old to be a millennial.
So it's me
That's
now.
true, you millennials. Don't take
You Generation
no.
Zers.
Yeah. Shane, then Arthur, then Will.
So it's back to me.
Like you, but
That's a joke. Colin Hendry.
Oh, that's a sickener. That is a sickener.
are there many left?
Colin Hendry is not on the list. There are many, many left.
Really? Manny.
There are many, many left.
Had others.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left.
Jeepers. I'm going to go Tim Sherwood.
Yeah, he was a guy.
Tim Sherwood, 1995. Amazing knowledge of the 90s trophy list here from the crew. There's only 2 players left in the game.
Oh.
That is Larry Birr and Dylan Erdows.
Sorry.
But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left.
Wow. He hardly lifted that year.
Come on, we need to move on here because everybody has a life to get about.
Okay. I'll go Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard is correct. We've detained you all from your lives enough. There's some drama coming in the rapid fire round, I hope.
I'm going to just take a guess. I can't picture him doing it, but Rio Ferdinand?
No.
Sure, what do you mean no? I don't know.
Who lifted it last week? Who lifted it last week?
I don't
Oh, the Gundogan. I had him down. I had Peter Schmeichel down also. Was
You
he?
asked the question about did managers lift it, and then I literally went to the big. Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah, they
would
did.
take the managers. Yeah,
Ranieri and Ferguson, I think, both lifted it.
well, Ferguson we would have taken.
Sure, they all lifted it at one point, right?
No,
no,
but they
the
walked
first
him up.
lift.
They walked him up to lift
First
with the
lift,
captain.
Ferguson we would have taken. I don't have.
I think Ranieri had one hand each with Wes
Did he?
Morgan. I think so.
Was Schmeichel
No,
an
no,
answer?
he
we
didn't.
not?
Mick is
Okay.
angrily shouting. He didn't.
Did Fernandinho lift?
Fernandinho lifted it twice.
That's what I meant.
That's who you meant. Ilkay Gundogan.
Let it for the record.
Rio
That's what I meant.
Fernandinho.
Yeah. Ilkay Gundogan 2023, Fernandinho 21, 22, Sergio Aguero 18, Gary Cahill 17, Nemanja Vidic 2011, and Alex Ferguson 2001, 2013. 2013.
Wouldn't have got Cahill if we're here all day.
Okay, Jesus, this is a long out round. Arthur, Will, Shane, All Ireland footballer, hurling referees
Jesus Christ.
since 2010.
Football or hurling since 2010.
Yeah.
That's the kind of information I cannot
Arthur
tell you off the top of my head.
first.
I've nothing. I have
Will
nothing.
second, Shane third. You do. You
I
do.
have a ref.
You do.
I genuinely get your man Keenan. Will you give me that?
No, he's never ref the All Ireland.
I know.
That is
He
the whole
probably
point.
won't
I
after
have no
that.
interest in
It's
this.
the whole point, not that he didn't get.
I'm going
He
no
didn't get a
further.
game after the Munster final.
I mean, what? Like,
It's fine. Let it go. I'm happy to leave this to you two. Just zero interest in this round.
So who's next?
Arthur, Will, Shane. So Will, Shane.
Brian Gavin.
Brian Gavin. Oh, it's always back to the awfully ones. You gotta watch them. Yeah.
David Goff.
David Goff, correct.
Barry Kelly.
Barry Kelly, correct.
Maurice Deegan.
Maurice Deegan, correct.
Fergal Horgan. Friend of the show.
Fergal Horgan, yeah.
Conor Lane.
Conor Lane, correct.
Joe McQuillan.
Dublin Joe. Oh, Joe McQuillan, yeah.
No.
No, that's only an allegation.
Just another top referee.
I'd like to distance myself from that.
Heard of
Although, you know,
senior level, obviously.
Did play an extra few minutes against Sligo last week, but anyway.
Not bitter at all.
No. But did you give me a name there? Who's those?
No, Shane's gone.
Oh.
No, not bitter at all. Was not a referee in the final.
Tick, 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 tick.
Sean Hurson.
Sean Hurson, correct.
Throne man.
James McGrath.
James McGrath, correct. See, these guys have done very well here, Arthur.
Nothing bores me more.
3, 4.
Poor refs.
Refs, like.
Five left.
Jesus.
Min.
Oh, Jesus.
Seven football, 7 hurling in 23 years. No, in 13 years. Mixed maths not so good. Yeah, plus replays. All right. So not that many is your point. But not as ridiculous as it might have seemed when you incorrectly fed me the wrong numbers there. F you, San Diego.
I can't
Come on.
remember if this has been said. Barry Cassidy?
Barry Cassidy has not been said because it is incorrect.
Okay.
Well done, Will. Michael Wadding, James Owens,
Yeah.
Colin Lyons, David Coldrick, and Eddie Kinsella. Now, the final one here. Olympic gold medalist in the men's 100 metres since 1924.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Oh, back
exactly.
in 24, yeah, good.
All the way back to 1924. For Will, Shane, and Arthur, in that order.
Yeah.
Olympic gold 100 metre. Okay. Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt, Jamaica, 3 times.
Justin Gatlin.
Justin Gatlin. Yeah, the Gatlin.
I'm not even sure if it was 100 metres. Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens, yeah. He won the 100, won the 200, won the long jump, won the 4x100.
I'm going to draw a mental blank here, I think.
It's extremely tough.
This is a hard one, yeah.
It's just not stuff it's not the kind of thing you'd be retaining.
That is. Some of these are names that you'd be retaining.
No, I know their names, but
You know, but like what?
Tyson Gay.
Tyson Gay did not win the 100 metres at an Olympic Games, according to Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah. Asif Powell, he never won one either, did he?
Is that your guess?
I don't have to guess, do I?
Yeah, well,
Oh, sorry, I thought it was over.
Keep on
No.
stealing.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
That's good, isn't it?
well, did I win the point there?
Arthur wins that point.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
Jesse Owens.
Was Asif Powell wrong?
Sam Powell's wrong, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Did Ben Johnson? Do we count that?
I mean, you know,
He won it. He won the race.
We
I
should,
know,
we
yeah.
should, in retrospect, we should probably have counted that. Carl Lewis is, you know.
So I would have won the point if I just stayed quiet.
Have you heard of Carl Lewis?
Yeah, I would have got it wrong. I would have said Michael Johnson.
Have you heard of
I'm an idiot.
Linford Christie?
I mean, I've heard of them.
Linford Christie, of course.
Donovan Bailey?
No, never.
Maurice Green? Marcel Jacobs of Italy? Alan Wells, of course,
Jacobs of
1980.
Italy. No, that was that's a bad one. Yeah.
Hasley Crawford from Trinidad, Valery Bortsov from the USSR, Jim Hines of the USA,
What year
Bob
was
Hayes of the
that?
USA, Armin Harry of Germany, Bobby Morrow, Lindy Remigino, Harrison Dillard, Eddie Tolan, Percy Williams, and of course, Chariots of Fire, Harold Abrahams.
If I just stay quiet there. I mean,
Of
just
course,
stay
I
quiet.
say.
Just shut your mouth.
You still would have had to answer. Still your
Yeah,
goal.
it came around eventually.
Go about things the
I thought
wrong
it
way.
But it was your goal next.
Human and I need
You still had to go. I was after you.
Shane 2, Arthur 3, Will 3 is the score. We're going to take a quick break. We will restore some order after this. Stay tuned.
What's the score?
Well, as Shane just asked there in the break, what's the score? The score is Will 3, Arthur 3, Shane on 2. Now, round 4. This is the crappy quiz. You're very welcome if you're listening on Newstalk. Thanks for having us. You could also get us on YouTube, youtube.com/off the ball. Make sure you subscribe if you want to leave a comment, and feel free to abuse us because we probably deserve it. The fun free magic number round. This round was sent in by a Kerryman in Cork. You've got to be very, very dodgy or wonder about those lads.
Thanks, Tomas.
Anyway, contestants get 3 points for getting the number exactly right. If no one manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. You know the rules by now. And the second closest gets 1 point. There are a total of 3 points available. Again, I'm going to state that we can only accept the answer that's written on your paper, and I'm going to have to ask you for your pens once the music ends. If you don't mind, give me the following number. The number of countries represented in the League of Ireland Premier League.
Countries.
I'll start that again.
Counties.
The number of counties. Correct, Will. A little bit patronising, but I'll forgive you. The number of counties represented. The number of counties represented in the League of Ireland Premier League plus
Premier. Oh, sorry. Okay. Grand.
Just the Premier League now, that's what we're saying.
This is worth clarifying. In
This
fairness.
is worth. Come on, like it was countries a minute ago. It's like, had 2 down. Like
the number of counties represented in the League of Ireland Premier League.
men's or women.
Oh no.
Men's.
Just curious.
Plus the number Evan Ferguson currently wears for Brighton. Plus the number of All Ireland senior football titles that Mayo have lost this century. Plus the number of fights Chantal Cameron has won in her professional career, including last weekend. Your 30 seconds expires when Frank Sinatra sings Bright Shiny Beads. And as ever, all the numbers are plucked from Wikipedia. So you know the first question because I've repeated it 6 times. What's Evan Ferguson's current number? How many All Ireland senior football titles Mayo have lost this century? And the number of fights Chantal Cameron has won in her professional career.
Bubbles, bangles, bright, shiny beams.
We're lucky that we don't have a particularly argumentative crew today, but anyway, we need numbers. So
Is the time still going?
the time's over, so I need your numbers. Arthur, what have you got?
58.
Shane, what have you got?
52.
Gone for around 50.
Around 50?
No,
sorry.
the round number of 50.
Apologies, Will.
The correct answer is 59.
Oh, Arthur gets 2 points.
Arthur gets 2. What did you get? 53.
52.
Okay, so Shane gets 1 and Will gets nothing. Now, I just want to point out a bit of an error with this round, but we'll get to it in a second. The number of counties represented in the League of Ireland Premier Division?
4.
Correct answer is 5.
Yeah.
Who's the 5th?
Derry.
Derry.
Oh, look at the partitionists. Look at them. Shane, the partitionist.
3 Derry, yeah.
Shame.
Who'd have thought it?
Oh, you're not getting out of Gord Keegan. You are not getting out of Gord Keegan at the weekend. I mean, Kings County we kind of expect a little bit of, but anyway. The number Evan Ferguson currently wears for Brighton?
28.
90?
Yeah, 28.
Oh, that's right.
28 is correct. The number of All Ireland senior football titles Mayo have lost this century?
Is this finals?
8, isn't it?
7?
8 is the answer I have written down here.
Is that including replays?
The number of All Ireland senior football titles Mayo have lost this century. They've lost every one of them.
Should be 0.
They've lost every one of them. It would be the correct answer. Waving away my mistake. Blame the Kerry man in
Is
Cork.
it years they've lost the final?
I don't know. The 8 is the correct answer.
What is it?
That's written down
04,
here, but
06.
12.
That can't be it, lads.
we don't need to pick over the
No,
bone.
12.
12, yeah.
Is he counting the replay in
13. No, 13 was Kerry.
No, yeah. 15?
Yeah, they're a lot.
Probably.
Yeah, probably adds up. Probably gets.
The number of fights Chantal Cameron has won in her professional career, the answer is 18. Let's move on. The correct answer is 59. And the score now is Shane on 3, Arthur on 5, Will on 3. We're on to the rapid fire round. Our winner tonight will be decided in the no theme in particular of disputed difficulty rapid fire round. You'll each have a rapid fire round of 20 seconds. It's 1 point for each correct answer. Delaying or getting a wrong answer doesn't affect anybody because you only hurt yourself. We're going to start with the person on the lowest score, which is question mark, and then to the next lowest, and on like that. So,
on question mark?
last, we had to do a toss before we came on because Shane and Will, and the tiebreak, if it's Shane versus Will, you get to pick.
I'll go first.
Okay. Is the quizmaster ready? Will, your 20 seconds starts now. Who are currently in 5th place in the Premier League?
Liverpool.
Chantal Cameron is undisputed world champion in what weight class?
Super lightweight.
Who are the Allianz Football League Division 4 champions?
Sligo.
The America's Cup is a competition in what sport?
Sailing.
Hasham Amla was a top player in what sport?
Badminton.
Cricket. Peter O'Sullivan was considered the doyen of commentary in what sport? O'Sullivan was considered the doyen of commentary in what sport?
Rugby.
No, horse racing.
Horse racing, yeah.
Four,
Hashim Amla was a top player in cricket. You got sailing, Sligo, super lightweight in Liverpool. You were correct. 4-4-7 is correct. Okay, next it is Shane. Shane, your 20 seconds starts now. David Hardy manages what hurling county? Kildare. Who is Tipperary's all-time leading scorer in the hurling championship?
Owen Kelly.
Ireland play Australia in the first game of next month's World Cup in what city?
Sydney.
In what year did Leinster first win the Heineken Cup?
04.
09. Who's the manager of Middlesbrough?
Michael Carrick.
In what year did Ireland win their first ever Olympic gold medal in boxing?
1928.
92. Michael Carruth was our first. So David Hardy manages Kildare. You got that wrong. Leinster won in 09. And what year did Ireland win their first ever Olympic gold medal in boxing? It was 92. All the other ones are correct. Michael Carrick's manager Middlesbrough. Sydney is where we play our first game. Owen Kelly is the correct scorer, the top scorer. So 3 points for that to bring you on to 6. Arthur, what score?
He's on 5.
2 to tie, 3 to win.
Simple task.
Will he bottle it?
It's already done.
Or is he just a little bit off
Get
form
this
like
head
Limerick so
going,
far
get
this
this head
season? But now that well, he's had a fair win behind him. Couple of points from the quizmaster accidentally, and from Shane.
True.
Let's hope the quizmaster's got some long.
But
questions.
inside, he's like a swan. Inside, furiously, the brain is ticking overtime. He's like, what was Dillian O'Dowd? Now I'm interested in
Looks
that.
calm, doesn't he?
Not started.
All right, your 20 seconds starts now. What female tennis player has the most singles Grand Slam titles?
Serena Williams. No.
Winning the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness and the Belmont Stakes is known as what?
Triple Crown.
Who knocked Ireland out of the 2019 Rugby World Cup?
Argentina.
New Zealand. And what year was the Leinster Football Championship last won by a team other than Dublin?
2010.
2010. Who is the new St Patrick's athletic manager?
John Daly.
Who do Westmeath play in the Leinster Hurling Championship this weekend? Sorry?
That was enough anyway. I had 4 anyway. I had 1.
What did you say?
Is that awfully?
His Antrim is the correct answer.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't thinking. I was through.
You didn't care. You didn't care. You didn't care.
Is the whole point about Serena Williams that she didn't make?
Margaret Court.
Yeah, is that not the correct answer?
Yeah.
Is that not the correct answer?
It's Margaret Court.
He says that's a Chat GPT one, but
Court. It's definitely Court, yeah.
The answer is the answer on the thing.
the answer is the answer on the thing, but the
To
answer
be fair,
is
you'd
wrong.
have won anyway, I think.
Yeah, you would have won. Triple
anyway.
Crown is correct. New Zealand is correct. 2010
He
is
said
correct.
I
Argentina.
said Argentina. I didn't say New
Hold on a
Zealand.
second. He said Argentina.
Okay, so you only got 3.
3, yeah. So that puts him 1 ahead of it.
Did he get 3 right?
I got
you
the
get
answer
3
right on the thing.
You did get 3
Triple
right.
Crown.
You
Triple
also
Crown,
stopped. You
2010 and John Daly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so well done. Well done. Well
Arthur.
done.
Let's never use ChatGPT ever again.
Few dodgy points in that one. Yeah,
Just a few.
Jeez, I handed Arthur that.
you did. You welcome
done.
into it. Anyway, that is this week's episode of the Crappy Quiz. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also you can get it on podcast.
Joke.
Small men.
See you next week.